Hey guys, it's Alex, and today I'm making a shop with me video. I just wanted to make a video where I could just chill back and talk to you guys about anything because a lot of things happened to me last week. A lot of drama between a friend and I, and well, supposedly a friend who I thought was a friend this whole time, but really wasn't. And I just want to help those who might be going through the same thing as me, and talk to you guys about this because you guys are not alone. And if you guys are going through something like this yourself, please do not let it go and not say anything. If you guys are going through the same thing, please make sure to do something about it, because I don't want you guys to end up like me, very hurt and very used. So let's get to the story time. And if you don't already know, in my shop with me videos, what I do is just try on random products in the shop and try to make an outfit with it. So the friend I'm talking about is Gabby. So I mentioned her in previous videos before. That's not her actual name, but I do give fake names to people that I know in real life that I do mention in my story time, so I don't put them on blast right away. We met in 7th grade and I was a new girl. I did mention that too. She was really shy. We got along really well. She was the sweetest person ever, and she did mention to me that because of her getting bullied all the time in elementary school, that was a result of her being really shy around people. And I could tell that people didn't like her because when I went there, she got assigned to someone else originally because she got assigned to someone, but they were like all, ew, why do I have to be with her and stuff during this project? And I felt bad because she was really sweet. And so I volunteered and I was like, can I just be her partner instead? And that's when we clicked and became best friends. Now, personally, I feel like Gabby started changing after the Mean Girl drama. I'm not gonna lie, we all did in the group, but if I were to choose who changed the most, it would definitely have to be Gabby. So in the middle of 7th grade, I started realizing that she was super clingy to me. And by clingy, I mean she kept saying, oh, you're my only best friend, you're my best friend, all that kind of stuff. And so I felt kind of uncomfortable with that. Because of that, and I never did have a friend like that before, I started talking crap about her behind her back to my other friends, and it really does suck. I don't know why I did that, because that's just so bad and that's so nasty to do, especially when you consider that person to be your best friend. I was not a good friend, and I have to admit that if I could go back to that time and change everything from then on, I would, because I definitely choose the clingy friend over the friend that I know now. So much changed. And so I started knowing a big difference during summer. So we would have sleepovers, and what is up with this shirt? I'm a virgin, blah blah, something on it. Let me try that on, read it. Okay. During summer, we would have sleepovers, right? And during sleepovers, she started wearing more and more makeup. So I'm not saying that once you wear makeup, you start being a brat, but she started wearing makeup and started only focusing on boys. She used to be focused a lot on her grades and how she treats people and all that kind of stuff. And then out of nowhere, all she cared about was boys, and makeup, and all that kind of girly things that people talk about now. And it's just I didn't know why, out of nowhere she changed like that. But I didn't want to judge her, and if that's how you want to live your life, then go do you, boo. You know, I'm not going to judge you, because you are my best friend. I'm not going to judge you. And I'm sorry if I'm not trying on things a lot in this. When I tell a story, I'm focused on the story and not really much on the whole shop with me thing. So yeah, just keep your ears open and listen to what I'm saying instead. So let me try on something quickly. Oh, that's really cute. So she started dating this guy in the middle of the year named Tony. Now, I didn't see a big difference in her till the middle of 8th grade, as soon as she started dating him. And in the beginning of 8th grade, she was okay, you know? She wasn't the way I thought she was gonna be. So that was a good thing. So I was like, thank freaking God. Yeah, right. Okay, so she always told me that Tony made her delete all the guys on her phone and made her unfollow all the guys on Instagram. I was like, what the heck? I would understand if he did the same thing, but he didn't. He kept all the girls on his phone. He kept all the girls that he was following on Instagram. And it's you don't tell your girlfriend to do something if you're not gonna do it too. And so I didn't like him already because he apparently abused her. She told me that he abused her. So okay, what's happening now? Recently, she got back together with him. Now, I didn't know that. I had to find out myself. What I did was I went on Instagram one day and, okay, before I went on Instagram, I like hung out with her maybe like a week before, and we had a sleepover, and I asked her, "Are you still talking to Tony?" And so she told me, "Oh, I'm not talking to Tony. I stopped talking to him a long time ago." And so I went on Instagram, and guess what I see? So I see him kissing her cheek. Okay, and then the caption says, "I can't wait to see you." Something like that. Because, like, he lived in the same neighborhood as her, but he moved to a different place. And so, like, she was like, thank freaking God I don't have to deal with that anymore, right? No. Like, why are you, like, excited to see him again? Like, after you told me that you wasn't talking to him anymore. Like, that makes no sense to me. So I was like, I was angry, so I texted her. I was like, are you serious? And she's like, what? And I was like, are you seriously talking to Tony again? And, like, I'm not trying to be, like, uptight about it. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, a bad best friend, like, who doesn't support her best friend's relationships. But the thing is that you don't go out with people who treats you like shit like that. And, like, if a real best friend would keep you from going back into relationships that are so bad like that. And so, I got angry. She acted a little bit awkward. So we watched the movie Nerve after we had that argument. It started acting a little bit awkward towards me. Funny thing is, every single time she came into my car, she would always be like, oh, I haven't eaten all day. Bitch, what you want me to do about that? Like, you know, like, what do you want me to do? What the heck do you want me to do? Like, she, every single time, like, literally every single time, not a day missed, she would always say, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I haven't eaten all day. I only had a bagel. That's good for you, okay? Like, whatever. Now, let's go back to sleepover before we watch Nerve, right? She, like, I told her that I was gonna go wash my face quickly because I still have my makeup on. I come back, and she's on Skype with a random guy. Now, I didn't know she was with Tony again, you know? So, like, I didn't say anything about it. But it still pissed me off how she wanted to FaceTime someone at her sleepover. Like, seriously? Like, you can't stay away from a guy for more than 10 minutes? I was so pissed off about that, but I didn't want to start an argument with her because, you know, this was a sleepover. I didn't want things to end badly. My grandma paid for her ticket. Gabby's mom doesn't really like paying for things for her. Like, it's really stupid. Like, it's your daughter. Like, you can't even pay a few extra bucks just so she can go out to a movie with her best friend. Like, are you serious? My grandma paid for her movie ticket, right? And so we watched Nerve. It was all fun and stuff. And then, so after the movie, she started, like, ignoring my texts. Like, I would text her every now and then and be like, hey, you know, hi, let's have a conversation. She never answered my texts. But the day that we, watched Nerve, like, we stayed at my house for a little bit and then we went to go watch the movie, right? She told me that her phone, like was fucked up or sometimes she didn't get messages. But the whole time she was on her phone texting her boyfriend and there was no interruptions at all. Like, every single text he messaged her, she would still get. She was ignoring me. Like, I sent her a text message on August 12th. Today is August 22nd. I was just waiting for her to reply. I was like, I'm still gonna wait here. I'm gonna wait here and wait for you to reply to me because you obviously can reply to your boyfriend, but you can't reply to your own best friend. So, like, I thought, you know, I started believing that maybe it was just her phone, right? And then I go back on Facebook and she has pictures all over in Facebook of her and her dog. And then I go back on Instagram and I see her posting pictures of her and her boyfriend and where she went with her boyfriend, apparently a carnival. I was like, so you've been ignoring me this whole time just so you could post pictures of your boyfriend. So you have enough time to post pictures on Instagram and Facebook, but you can't have the time to text back your own best friend. Like, that's fucked up, you know? And then so I put a status on my Facebook because I was so fucking fed up with her ass. Because I was like, she's been ignoring me after all the shit that she's put me through. She wants to freaking act like this out of nowhere. Okay, tell me why that she, like, as soon as I put that status up about her, I didn't tag her. I didn't do anything, right? As soon as I put my status up, you can text me right away. But you can't text me back right away any other day. Seriously? Like, literally, as soon as I put that status up, she texted me right away. And I was like, what a fake-ass bitch. I was like, okay, who do you think it's about? And she said, why don't you tell me? And I was like, I think the person already knows who she is. And then she started telling me all this kind of fake ass shit. And she was all like, oh, you're so possessive and how I'm so childish and all that crap. She was like, why do you think that putting status on your, like, putting a status on your Facebook about me is going to change anything, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. But the thing is that I wouldn't have put my status on Facebook about you if you replied to my text. There's no point on me sending you a text talking to you about how you're changing and how you're ignoring me. But, like, if you're gonna ignore my text, there's no point. Because you're not gonna answer my text anyways because you ignore me. The thing is that she doesn't understand that the whole reason why I'm mad is because she's been ignoring me. Because she's too busy hanging out with her boyfriend. She pushes people out of her way just so she can have her relationship. And she called me possessive and all that. There's nothing to be possessive about, okay? I can care less about you now because you're a fucking bitch. And so is your boyfriend of an ass. He's an asshole boyfriend. And then she told me that her boyfriend is so much better than me anyways. Hold up. Wait, hold on for a second. Was your boyfriend the one who ate frosting with you on the day of your first breakup with some guy named Ethan, right? Like, are you seriously? You're gonna tell me that he's better than you? Was your boyfriend there for you during that time when you were crying, eating frosting in the back of your mom's truck? Seriously? The person who danced with your sister. That was so embarrassing, but I did it just to make you feel better because you were upset that day. All that kind of shit I did for you. And after my grandma even paid for your fucking ticket to go watch Nerve, you're gonna say that I never did anything for you and all that kind of shit. Seriously? You didn't even say thank you. I had to lie to my grandma and my mom's face, telling them that Gabby said thank you for the movie ticket. I had to lie to my family's face. Really. And then, like, that hurt me so much because after everything I've done for her, she has the nerve to say that her boyfriend is much better than me. Like, seriously? Serious. And so, you know what? I just cut her off. I was like, you know what? Whatever. And on Snapchat, she posted something about how I'm lying and all that kind of stuff, that I'm doing this just to make myself feel better. Like, and then she put my status on her Snapchat, and I was like, so you can tell me that I should be posting things like that on Facebook, but you're still here posting things on Snapchat. You're a hypocrite, just like your boyfriend, huh? I'm just fed up with this shit because, like, whatever. You know, like, if you have a friend right now who's treating you like shit and you know it, don't freaking take that all in. Don't freaking take it in and, like, pretend that never happened, okay? If she's treating you like shit, or if he's treating you like shit, don't freaking stay with them, okay? Anyways, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be Saturday, because I'm going back to school tomorrow. Ugh, okay, bye.